Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Mang Jing-ha, better known to Kung Fu movie lovers as Mang Hoi, was born on the 1st of May 1958 in Hong Kong. At 7, he began studying at the famous Peking Opera School of Madame Fang Guk Fa. Encouraged by his mother, who was a school teacher, he applied himself and would go on to develop exceptional acrobatic and martial arts skills. A hard worker with a likable personality, he soon became a favorite student of Madame Fan. For the next 2 years, he would tour regularly with the Peking Opera School. Some of his classmates who went on to succeed in the Kung Fu movie industry were Lam Ching Ying, Chung Fat, Chin Ka Lok, Maz, and Ho Yu Chung. In 1968, at the age of 10, Mang made his film debut in the movie The Vagabond Swordsman. After featuring in 2 other films, his mind was made up. At the age of 14, he left Madame Fan School to become a martial arts instructor and movie stuntman. It did not take long for him to find his way in the Hong Kong movie industry. For the next 5 years, between 1972 and 1977, he would feature in 15 movies for various movie companies like Eternal Film Company and Seasonal Films, with whom he did 2 movies each. All 4 of those movies would be directed by a then unknown up-and-coming director named NGCN and featured in the leading role, Bruce Liang. For Eternal Films, he featured in the movies Little Godfather and Little Superman, and for Seasonal Films, Kidnap in Rome and Call Me Dragon. He also had minor roles in the Shaw Brothers classic films, Challenge of the Masters and Executioners from Shaolin. For Golden Harvest, he was featured in the movies Shaolin Plot, Iron-Fisted Monk, and Enter the Dragon in one of the most memorable scenes of the movie. A very young man can be seen in the famous boat scene. After Bruce tricks Parson into getting on the boat, Mang is the little boy Bruce touches on the head and hands the rope that the boat is tied to. 13 years later, there would be a full circle moment. In 1977, during the filming of the movie The Shaolin Plot, Mang would make an impression on the martial arts director of that film, Sammo Hung. They developed a working relationship that would span many years and many classic films, beginning with Sammo's directorial debut that very same year, The Iron-Fisted Monk, and continue the following year with movies such as Enter the Fat Dragon, Dirty Tiger Crazy Frog, and Warriors 2, all released in 1978. When Sammo formed the Sammo Hung stunt team in 1979, Mang would be reunited with some of his former classmates from Madame Fan School. He would become a first-generation member along with Lam Ching Ying, Chung Fat, Chin Ka Lok, and Maz. Throughout the remainder of his film career, Mang would feature in Sammo's films in one capacity or another, be it in front of or behind the cameras, or both. That same year, 1979, he would make his official debut as a martial arts director with the classic film Dead Duel of Kung Fu. He would, for the next 32 years, direct the martial arts sequences in 24 movies, of which a great number of them has gone on to become classics of the genre. Here is a quick look at those titles. Possessing good looks, exceptional fighting and acrobatic skills, and good comedic timing, it is anyone's guess as to why Mang never transitioned to becoming a full-fledged leading actor. The closest he would get was in 1980 when he faced off against Huang Zhang-li in the classic kung fu film Buddha Assassinator. His performance in this movie only strengthens the question as to why he did not have any other leading roles. However, this is not to say that he did not make the most of the roles that he was given. Mang's career as a supporting actor was really quite impressive. He has many memorable supporting roles in classic films alongside such actors as Jackie Chan in Heart of the Dragon, Yen Bu, Zhu, the Warriors from the Magic Mountain, Sammo Hung, Gambling Ghost, Michelle Yeoh in her movie debut, Yes Madam, for which he won a Best Supporting Actor award, and in that full circle moment that I mentioned before. In 1973, Mang was acknowledged by the legendary Bruce Lee in that famous boat scene. 13 years later, in 1986, he would play quite a memorable supporting role in the movie debut of Bruce's son, Brandon Lee, in the movie Legacy of Rage. Throughout the remainder of the 80s into the early 90s, Mang remained very busy with both his acting and his activities as a martial arts director. During this period, he would even try his hand at directing. He would direct two films, 1989's Blonde Fury, which starred his then-girlfriend Cynthia Rothrock, and 1991's The Thantana, which starred Chin Ka-lok and Lam Ching-ying, as well as Sammo Hung and Mang himself. After this movie, Mang appeared to slow down with his movie appearances. He would, however, appear in several television series, with his most memorable being The Vampire Expert, 1995 to 1996, starring Lam Ching-ying. From the year 1997 to 2014, Mang appeared sporadically in 7 films, mostly in minor roles. His activities behind the camera was just as scarce. In 2014, he would appear in his last credited role in the movie Kung Fu Jungle, starring Donnie Yen. Sadly, on October 9, 2023, the Kung Fu cinema world went into mourning with the news of the passing of Mang Jing-ha, better known as Mang Hoi, who transitioned at the age of 65, leaving behind to mourn his passing his wife and 17-year-old daughter, as well as his legion of fans. Mang's legacy in Kung Fu cinema is cemented and well preserved. There is no denying the impact that he left behind in Hong Kong cinema. The body of work that he gave us will entertain many generations to come. To Mang Hoi we say, rest in eternal peace, and thanks for the memories.